I need to be more like Moses. Now, I'm not talking about carrying a big stick, parting the Red Sea, calling plagues down from the sky. I'm not even talking about leading a large group of people. But when I read Numbers chapter 12, I find out that Moses had 3 characteristics that I really need more of. And maybe you do too. First of all, Moses was humble. Despite all the miracles that he was a part of, despite everything that God did through him, Scripture still says that Moses was the most humble man on the planet. I don't know, maybe walking that close to God and seeing all those things will put you in your perspective and in your place. But Moses was humble, and I need to be more like that. Also, Moses was faithful. Yeah, he got off to a slow start when God first called him. And yes, there was one incident where God told him to speak to a rock and he struck it. But other than that, 99% of the time, Moses did what God wanted, when God wanted it, how God wanted it. And I need to be more faithful like that also. And finally, not only was Moses humble, and not only was Moses faithful, but Moses was merciful. You know, the children of Israel caused him a lot of grief. They grumbled, they complained, they rebelled, they pushed back against him. But when God wanted to take the children to task, Moses prayed that God would have mercy, because Moses was merciful. I need to be more merciful also. What about you? Do you need to be more like Moses? If you wanted to be more like Moses, which would you need to focus on the most? Being humble, or being faithful, or being merciful? I pray that you'll pick one of those this week, and you'll live this week a little more like Moses. See you next week.